What is up, guys? Playback trading the 26th Friday to about 2 weeks ago. Today's April 4th. Easter, actually. What you can do a little. It looks like. So we know we have this, what we added recently, which was this. Falling, rising congestion. If it is falling congestion, the overall trend is up. We know that. So if it's rising congestion, overall trend is down. This time it looks like an overall downtrend, right? Most cases use the highs in an uptrend and the lows in a downtrend. So we know we have highs here, right? But as you can see, even though it's very sloped, you have these highs that have these like massive gaps in between them. However, yeah, I think I want to keep this as an overall uptrend. So, well, let's see. We'll see. We'll test that rule right now, I guess. No staircase lows or anything. It's just overall uptrend, so actually, technically, we sell. We'll see together. Let's just fast forward, why not? That's right here-ish. So, what about here? These lows are pretty close, so we're just going to use this as a signal bar. Okay, never mind. Swing high, first entry, second entry. Then it broke higher, right? Nope. This could be overall downtrend. However, it's just a little pullback. We'll treat this as overall uptrend still because this side has the most spikes. Either way, so we're still treating the overall uptrend. This should be 25, but doesn't matter because we got this down to 75 low. Oh, our dollar. Okay, massive spike. That is a spike though. No, it's not. Is it? Maybe. Okay, let's see. Let us see. Let us see. Let us see. As we can see, overall trend has been up, and this is just a tiny move compared to these massive spikes that have been going on. So, 50. Oh no, 75. A little bad entry, but that's okay. Let's see what happens. Ooh, nice. Did we get lucky? No, we got it good. I think we might have got stumped last time on this trade. But as you can see, this holds true. Most cases use the highs in an uptrend and the lows in a downtrend. So, the reason why we use those highs, this is not that slow. These are stops, people getting stopped out. It has to look like this, but on the reverse side, or I should say, has to look like that. Oh, like this. Has to look like that. Can you get a better trade than that? Tell me, can you get a better trade than that? That was Dr. Disrespect impression. How cringe was that? Good trade though. Good trade. So overall trend is still up even after that push down. Just because of putting it just by putting it into comparison with the rest of the day. And also you have this high that's like way up here. It's not really anywhere near it, really. I feel like the market would want you to think that's something, but we're not going to take it as anything. Yeah. All right. You could probably check how many hours that was. It's gone. Took a nap. Now we straight chillin'. All right. Potentially call this an overall downtrend. Huge, massive spike down. Did kind of come off the highs. Not much to support it really, besides like these two tests here. Could potentially call it a downtrend. It's not a range day, even though we do have this high here. Do we want to keep that high in mind? That's the real question. So I think what we'll do here is we'll just go ahead and delete it. And we'll just have it here in this guy. Just so that we know it's there, but we're still going to treat this like a trending day. Even though it's kind of a range day. Kind of a range day. It's been on a strong move compared to this side, to this move here. It's almost the entire correction, and we're going to treat it an overall downtrend. So let's go for a buy here. Yeah, somewhere there, right? And we'll just hit play. I think it's right there. Looks like a one ticker would have worked. I almost did a one ticker. Could have possibly done a one ticker there. Now we got a couple tests here. Why are we so zoomed out on this guy? Getting that slope here. So you can see, I kind of like that slope though. Let's create the overall trend up. I like it, I like it, I like it. Oop, huge spell. Overall trend is just down now. FOMO? I don't think so. Oh, no. Bye. Let's go far out. 2 ticks off, that's alright. Let's go. Man. My heart do be racing. Overall trend is just down there, no FOMO, so goodbye. Pretty good buy, I think. So we have also added onto strong trending days this specific thing, which is, so we know if strong trending day, keep in mind spikes / moves that happen with the overall trend will have more FOMO than usual, creating overall trend to continue in that direction. So if we've been on this strong uptrend and we get a good move in that direction, the overall trend will be up even though we had a big move down. However, must not be a kind of rangy day. This is exactly a kind of rangy day. We'll see how this plays out actually. I don't want to just assume, but yeah. What's going on here? Hello? Why is there a tab there? Okay, anyway. Which can sometimes look like ba 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 ba. Well, interesting. I don't know. Can something okay. And it said which kind of look like mountains, and we kind of have mountains there, but we'll see. I don't want to assume quite yet. So waiting on that first entry. Don't see it yet. There it is. Since the biggest move was this downtrend, actually, you just take a look at without all the context here, because all this can make you want to trade it as a range day, but we're just gonna trade it with the context of this, which is the push down. Overall trend could potentially be up. Such a big move in that direction. If we get another good leg here, I would say overall trend could potentially be up, which means we could potentially go for the sell here. But we're going to treat it as overall downtrend here. I don't know if these are pretty staircase highs. No, staircase highs doesn't really work out if it's like a huge spike. Actually, it could be staircase highs. Yeah, I think it's might actually be staircase highs. Let's go for it. Was that a bad move? Yes, very bad move. Alright, so it's not staircase highs simply due to the fact that it's such a big move. Staircase highs, you would want them to be more closer like this. This is just like a spike down, really. And plus, it's not FOMO because you need that correction. This, well, I guess it technically had its correction, right? Yeah, so that I wouldn't consider that staircase highs. That was a bad call. Staircase highs don't really look like that sometimes. They would have to be on a strong uptrend, and then something like this. I would consider this staircase highs instead of this. It's a little bit too big of a move and a little bit too much of a spike. Just doesn't really look like it. So I think that's something we're gonna kind of have to adjust to. But anyway, overall trend was just up there. You did have those moves, and if we treated the overall downtrend, we definitely would have got stepped out there. But yeah, you can just probably stick with this overall trend working here. But it's a kind of rangy day, so that one's a little bit difficult to do. Overall downtrend, you have a two-legged pullback. I would say overall trend is up there. Just because now, like, even at this point, it had its two-legged move. It's a big move in that direction, yeah. You don't want to just stick to this downtrend the whole time. Like right here, you can say, all right, it's still a downtrend and blah, blah, blah. Which is what we did right here, right? Not really, because we had the backup of that. Okay, anyway. Going for buy here, but we got filled at the wrong spot. Let's try that again. Yeah, swing high for century. Could it be a sell? It's just such a big move. I had a little correction in there. Actually, that's two things that I'm not liking about that. It's that correction, and then this low. It's too iffy, so I'm just gonna treat it as an overall downtrend. This could be a good potential high, but it's only had 1, 2, 3 stop lows there. And it's just such a big move with the little correction in there. So it's the fact that this is a little weak and this is a little weak. But we'll find out together. Alright, so it was definitely strong. So that's a correction, and then you have that staircase low that we just broke below. So the sell there is the best option. Alright, so let's learn from that. We came off the highs, right? You had a move here and then a correction and then that big move here. And also it says, if you look at it as the market moves in twos, you have that move up and that move down. So technically you don't really need another like leg down, if that makes sense, because if people are trading the spike of this up and then that down, so people aren't necessarily looking for that two-legged correction. We know we've seen this a lot where it's just a push up and then the mirrored push down. So technically you don't really need that two-legged correction there or that correction in there. And then plus you have this low, which has that like slope look to it, and so that's gonna be a staircase low, which is a pretty significant low, and we spiked out of there. Yeah. Wait, have I been recording backwards? I think I might have. Because I Didn't realize I was recording right now. Might have recorded backwards, but this was a staircase low, and then you had this move up, and usually people like to trade those back down, so you don't really necessarily need that correction, even though you do have that correction in there. It doesn't need that much support, so that's why that was a much better sell than it was a buy. We tested it once, twice, 3 times, but I would like a little bit more of a test before we treat this as an overall uptrend. Nice. It's been a while since we had a good range day where we used like levels of support and stuff like that. Okay. I would like to. I think it's still an overall downtrend. Of course, you can just fast forward to know whether we get this or not, but I think it's an overall downtrend. Unless I'm missing something here, which I don't think I am. Broke below this low, but it's such a old staircase low, if that makes sense. But maybe it's not an old one. But I'm taking this an old one, and we're just going to treat this as an overall downtrend, even though it's a massive spike with a correction. Didn't really break below a significant low, because you have that, but there's no lows compared to match up with it on the minute chart. Yeah, we're still pushing down pretty far. This could potentially be a 15%er here. Okay, we're in the trade. I don't think we traded this day with a 31 tick, so maybe we did. Not sure. All right, good trade. I'm really happy, even though my face doesn't show it. But yeah, that was awesome. Overall trend was just down, no spike, no staircase lows, because especially on strong trending days, those staircase lows matter significantly less. It would have to be on the opposite end. So in a strong uptrend, you need those staircase highs. Downtrend, you need staircase lows. It's kind of weird. So this was staircase lows. But you push on so far past it, and plus it doesn't even match up on a minute chart. So yeah, matching up on a minute chart with those staircase lows and highs really matters. I don't like, the only thing I don't like about our strategy is that if we're on a good strong downtrend, all we do is buy according to the strat, especially if you don't get a good setup, you know. But whatever. Interesting, good. But it pushes lower there. And that, I don't know how I feel about that. Do we have a consistent low there? Pretty much, yeah. This guy right here, a good amount of lows there. That's a good amount of tests there. 1, 2, 3. That's a lot of tests. That is a lot of tests. This could be a potential overall uptrend if we just keep pushing up. So this could be a sell here. It is a rangy day. We didn't stay within those highs and lows, so you can see. Yeah, well, we're gonna go ahead and say, hey, that's enough support there, buddy. Actually, it's more like down here, isn't it? Oh, we'll find out together. I don't know if you heard that swallow. That was a pretty big gulp. Swing low, first entry, second entry. I think overall trend might be up here. Got 1, 2, 3 good tests. I only pushed down that one time. Couldn't push down again on that guy. You have all these tests right here. Just before 8 o'clock, and once 8 o'clock pushed skyrocketed, and it couldn't break below there. Even on market open. So let's see how this works. Is it a valid test? So overall trend was still down. I think it's simply due to the fact that we kept pushing down there. And if you take a look at it, like we pushed down pretty far there on the minute chart. So be more like down in these lows. So if we got good tests there, I think that'd be significantly more effective. Because it doesn't really show up on the tick chart, like at all. A little bit right here. So it's a kind of rangy trending day. So those levels of support here. Let's see what it says on your notes. Kind of rangy. This could fit into here, I guess. Can make levels less effective and requires more tests to be confirmed. And so, yeah, that it's that low that pushed down just a little bit lower, and pushed down again. So, we're taking this as a new swing low. We take those. All right, so I think we might have a whoopie do right here. Only one way to find out, I guess. Let's place this down. I probably. Good three. By the tech? Question mark? No. Good job. Good push. Good push. Cool. 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 Alright, we have a push down here that didn't really show up on. Oh, I mean a push down here in a minute chart that didn't show up here. So we're gonna go ahead and switch to this guy. Wow, that's a huge consolidation. Can we treat that as a overall uptrend now? Of course, it's still an overall uptrend. I think this can also back it up as overall uptrend. Let's go for a one ticker. I don't see a level of resistance that would suggest for us to do a non-obby, but I could be wrong here. I don't think I ever pushed lower on this guy. Nope. Alright, we're in the trade. Let's go. That push-ups worried me a little bit. Good trade, good trade. I think I still want to treat this as a rangy day. Rangy, not a range day. That's how I said rangy day. I think that should be a... We should add that actually. Randy day, yep. Or possibly a rangy day. Range day, trending day, or possibly a rangy day. Still want to treat this like a rangy day, trending day. So it's kind of pushing it. This is definitely pushing it. Pushing those boundaries. Because you do have a significant amount of highs here. But it's the fact that it keeps pushing higher after that high right there that I'm not convinced. Not to mention it pushed up higher than this high right here. But we could be entering in these highs, which could be bad for us. Oh. It's called a dab. I invented that. Hopefully be trending one day, but... Ooh, this is an interesting one. Swing high, first entry, second entry. Raw uptrend. No reason to believe a downtrend quite yet. Massive spike. Okay, now it's a downtrend for sure. Ooh, were these pretty significant lows? That's the real question. I think last time we traded this was significant lows. But this is such a big move with no correction, and I'm iffy about these lows. With the strat, this could be a 15%er here. I think it is. From what I remember, at least. I don't remember any of this, by the way. Full disclosure, like, you know, I'm honest with remembering or not. But I think this one, I do remember. Because this one had like stumped me or whatever. What? Oh. Did we get filled with tick late? We did. But I don't think we would have got it either way. That's unfortunate. I think that's a 15 ticker. We could also bought on a swing low first entry. Actually, no, we couldn't have. Ah, not obvious. No, that would have to been a 1 ticker-ish. Exact same entry. You know, I'm 1 tick lower. Actually, exact same entry. How high did that come up? Let's see if we entered here, 50 low. That's 2, 4, 6, 7, 2 ticks. 1, 2. It didn't come to our. How many? Wait, what? Our stop is 30 out. 30 divided by 4. What is that? 6? Oh, it's just 6 out. Wait, we could figure it right here, right? That was our stop loss. So 30 out. Oh, it was 1 tick. Wait, then we should have got this guy. Hold on, I'm confused. 2, 4, 6. Am I doing my math wrong? 30? Yes, I'm doing my math wrong. How many times is it? Doesn't. It's not divisible by 4. Is it? No. Result is undefined. 304. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted. 7 points and a half. Oh, okay. So 7 and 2 ticks. That's what we did. So that's 1, 2. Oh no, that's 1, 2. Wait a minute. This is low. So 2, 4, 6, 7, and 2 ticks. 1, 2. Oh, we technically would have got it if we entered right here. There's a little bit of slippage there. And if you went for a 30 tick scalp instead of a 31 tick scalp. I have noticed that lately where it's like it'll come to the tick and push directly in the other direction. But no, we're going to stick with a 31 tick scalp. And take those L's, you know? Take them. Yeah, don't give me the lucky ones. You can keep them. But it looks like selling, but even at a 1 ticker, we would have got stepped out. Oh, that's a tricky one. So no matter what we would have done, we would have get stopped out because we're going for 31 ticks. Go. Yeah, I think we gotta switch it to 30 tick scalp. If it becomes a problem in live data, because this is obviously not live, so it could be a different entry. Yeah, I could just refer back to the video when we traded this, but anyway. Swing high first entry, second entry, non-obvious short, I think would have been, or whoa, hold on, this is a downtrend. I would have bought right there. I would have got stopped out. So it looks like this is the only explanation is this is significant lows. Selling that at 1 ticker would have been the best, but we still would have got stopped out, which is interesting to think about. This is such an interesting trade here that we got in our hands. So if these are pretty significant lows, I still think the buy here was the better option. Then you get a push down. Yet again, what does it look like on this guy? No trigger yet. Let's see what happens. That would have been a trigger. I would have bought there. And that would have worked. Interesting, interesting, interesting. So, so that buying here would have worked. Maybe switching switching in the middle is actually okay, as long as it matches up with the same lows and stuff. Perhaps. I don't think there's anything there's like a downside for switching in between scalps, especially if the market starts to pick up volatility. Yeah, I think I like that idea. It does make obvious sense too. It's kind of silly to lock yourself into a thing because it's you're not supposed to switch back, like, you know. All right, I think I like to buy here, as an overall downtrend. Okay, this could be a 15% here. Yes, it is. All right, let's go ahead and analyze this. So we have the strong spike down that could potentially declare an overall downtrend. However, it looks like we're starting to get into a range day, especially after these highs up here. And once we started to hit those highs, this could the best. Yeah, as sideways as that is, I think we've just entered into a range day. And if you look at this next to my head right here, you can see just how sideways that is. If I just hide my head real quick, it's pretty much a range day. So that would be, I guess, not technically part of the 15%er. Overall trend would be up, you just sell. There's a ton of tests there. We could probably draw it out too if we really wanted to. Good couple of tests here. See that? 1, 2. I think I would like a little bit more than just 2 tests to confirm that. Because it was really just 1 test there, 1 test there. If it was a multiple test and then we did the 2 tests, then maybe I'd consider quite valid. It isn't ranged at all. Yeah, let's go first. Overall trend is down, so if it's a range day, let's give it a shot. Daughter. Alright, I would like to go for a buy here. Overall trend would be down after the 2 tests, I think. Let's give it a shot. It's only 2 tests though. That's the only thing I don't like about it. But it's a strong push down. Let's go. Let's go. Bro. You know. Alright. Massive spike down. I don't think there's really anything there that indicates there being FOMO here. Alright, we're in the trade, boys. It's such a big move. Barely a correction there, but it is a correction nonetheless. I don't think there's... Actually, let's see. Oh, I didn't like that. Oh, I didn't like that either. Bro. See? Imagine getting stopped out there and then the market pushing up there. That's why we increased our scalps for trades like that. So swing high first entry, overall trend's just down. That's why we went for the buy. Yeah. We also have a swing low first entry, second entry. Almost matching up with the minute chart, so I think it's an okay trade to take. Swing low first entry, second entry. Still potentially an overall downtrend. Nothing to really indicate overall uptrend unless we consider the moves. Just to, yeah, it could be a potential uptrend. We keep pushing up higher. If we get another leg, I'd treat it like an overall uptrend, but as of right now, I think overall downtrend, so I still go for a buy here. Was that 25? 50. Okay. Don't know about this one. Overall trend could still be down. Or it could be up at that point. Because you are on a trending day, but we use that less since it's on rangy days. Excuse me. It came pretty close. If it pushes up higher here, we're going to exit just because what we wanted to happen already happened. Alright, we're still 1 tick away. And I think, yeah. Okay, that was a swing high here. First entry to pushes down first. I saw it for a split second, then it just closed like that. Opened up this bar. I was on 30x, so swing high, first entry, second entry. I think overall trend is actually up there, so the 1 tick seller is actually a pretty good trade. I actually don't know if it pushed down all the way. Perhaps not. Maybe we can still get in this trade on a 1 ticker. I think overall trend is up because you get another leg up in that direction. As you can see, as that move up, then the correction and a leg up. But we'll see. We'll find out together. If it keeps pushing down here, of course. Overall trend could be down. However, did get another leg in that direction, but yeah, we'll treat this as overall downtrend because there's nothing to really indicate overall trend to be up unless we're sticking with the overall trend. Alright, we're in the trade. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, bro. Let's go. So it works because we want to be right about the overall bigger move. Let's see where does this go? And overall, obviously, if it keeps pushing up here, then the overall biggest move was in that direction. We didn't want to get lucky with the scalp in the south direction, in the short direction. Yeah, good trade. So yeah, we want to treat that like an overall downtrend. We didn't want to just short that because there's we didn't want to treat it as overall uptrend, because if you would treat it as an overall uptrend, then you're starting to stick with the strategy of if you get a move in the overall direction, then it has more FOMO there, but FOMO trend instead of FOMO spike. But that doesn't work on rangy days, and this is clearly a rangy day, but still a very strong trending day. Yeah. The reason it's more of a trending day than it is a range day is because you don't get like consistent highs and lows. It's very like trendy, like yeah. And it's about 12:13. We're gonna go ahead and call it. I think we did some pretty good, decent trading after taxes and fees. That's probably like 25 bucks, maybe 20, maybe less. But yeah, I took a ton of trades here, obviously. 1, 2, 3, 4, 13, 14, 15, 16 trades. Wow. Let's just calculate real quick. How much was that? 16 trades. I just want to see. Times 0.67. That alone is 10 bucks. Just on the fees alone. Profit, I don't even know. That's hard to calculate. I have no idea. Alright, peace out.